Christ consciousness, unity consciousness, universal love might be interesting concept to entertain on an intellectual level. However, it might feel incredibly hard to love everyone. When we think of universal love or oneness, that we are all one, yes, that's easy to entertain. But we are very much also separate beings here on earth, and it may be difficult to love one another through separation, and especially when we feel that certain people are committing incredible acts. How can we love people who engages in horrific behavior? Now, in today's video, I want to touch on that a little bit from interactions I had with Jesus in that regards. And first, yes, I do speak to Jesus. It comes from him. It doesn't come from the Bible. No, I'm not special. I'm not chosen. I'm not on a mission or anything. I truly believe that we all have the ability to connect with Jesus Christ on our own terms and receive direct guidance from him. However, it may transpire from one channel to one person to the other. Doesn't make one superior than the other. In fact, I would encourage you to perhaps develop your own inner relationship with Jesus Christ. And secondly, for ease of understanding, I find the term Christ consciousness to be incredibly misleading, because we think of consciousness as something in the brain, but I feel with Christ consciousness, it's not just to entertain these thoughts and these spiritual teaching. It's about really developing unconditional universal love and feeling that in our heart, and feeling this love for all that there is. And this is what where Jesus Christ's teachings comes from, to help us understand a few things so we can allow this flow of unconditional universal love to flow through our heart without allowing ourselves to put ourselves into abusive relationships or difficult situations with people. So essentially this video is to reconcile how do we reconcile the energies of oneness as well as separation in a way that they can work together, and what can we do to allow ourselves to love very difficult people. And I have some exercises that he showed me to do, and I find that incredibly liberating. So this is why I'm coming in today, because perhaps that he's teaching that helped me so much may help you as well. First thing, so what happened to lead me to seek Jesus in that specific regard? So there's someone I was interacting with years ago who was engaging in bullying behavior, like really putting me down if I was saying something, if I had observed things that I didn't like with her. I was being gaslit into thinking that I was not seeing the situation right, and because this person had connection to the ethers, they had access to information that I did not have access to, so therefore their views were superior than mine. And all of these BS behavior that we all know, I mean, this is just gaslighting with a spiritual team to me, and I saw it for what it was. But recently, like, there was still things that was irking me with this person. I found this person, because for many other reasons, I don't want to detail everything here, I found this person to be incredibly challenging to love. And that is someone in my personal life, but like really, these dynamics can apply to anyone in the world scene, really. Whether like people, political figures who are engaging in behaviors that we do not agree with, who are not in alignment with us. I feel like, yeah, we can transpire these concepts across from a personal life to global scales. It checks out. But essentially, there was a dream with her recently where she was in like astral planes, if you say, and everyone was getting along. It was beautiful energy. And then she comes in and I read her. and she has anger, and she's just really something not pleasant. So I asked her, I was like, I'm sorry, but can you please leave? And she crossed it up. No, I'm not leaving. I'm asking you to. It's my space. Can you leave, please? And no. So complete disregards to what I was asking from her. And that got that triggers some stuff that had happened years before. And I'm like, why is this stuff still there? You know, why am I still having all of these unpleasant emotions towards this person? Like anger. Like, why do you act like that? Like, why? I don't know. Like a lot of things that I don't want to use the word hate. I did not like this person. I was like, wow. But anyways, this is where I called in Jesus, and I'm like, I feel we've done that so many times. Clearing, cutting cords, dealing with psychic attack, and it's like, this is not the way, this is not the solution. Because when we engage in cord cutting or clearing or, what would I say there? What's the other words? Cord cutting, or even doing like, rendering the energies to the sender, or like establishing like boundaries. These kind of stuff are still based in the illusion of separation, which we are. We are consciousness experiencing itself from very different vantage points here on earth. But then I was like, Jesus, what do we do from here? Like, what is the solution? And the solution and the practice to reconcile of these energies, and they're like, okay, you are a vessel, yes. You have a space around you, yes. And you have the ability to say who's coming in your space and who's not, correct? Yes. Boundaries. Now, there's an aspect of dissociating the person from their action, and that is number one. I feel something that's incredibly powerful and illuminating is we can hate the actions somebody is engaging without actually hating the person. So really separating the actions from the person, it may seem like a small thing to do, but really it has huge repercussions, and the ripple effects are incredibly massive. Because now I can say, instead of just blocking a person from entering my space, I block you. Blocking energies in the grand scheme of things is not unity consciousness. When we do that, we creating separation. So we're no longer in universal consciousness if we divide ourselves even in the ethers. So there has to be a way energetically for everything to be whole again. Otherwise, it's not universal, correct? So the way to do that, Jesus was like, imagine you invite her into your space right now, okay? Yes, and now you create boundaries. And I'm like, yes. So listen, instead of just blocking this person energetically, he says, how about you listen, I would like to invite you in my space again, but these behaviors would have to change. You bring a lot of negativity into my space. You don't seem to respect my intellect. You don't seem to respect my boundaries. And in order for you to come and visit me, even in the astral, I need you to work on these things. You will not be allowed here until you actually work with these things and through these things. And it may seem like, oh my God, like this is such rubbish. But to me, on an energetic level, I felt that very powerfully. And the second step, Jesus asked me, he says, how about you do this exercise, but you invite me in the space? So this is the exercise, really. I don't want you to go out there and confront people who engage in Machiavellian behaviors, like narcissistic, who's going to gaslight you. We don't have to physically confront these people. We just need to reclaim our own energy here on earth, because this is what we're here. We're here to experience separation. We're here to maintain boundaries. We are here to express an energetic field around us, and we get to decide what comes in and what comes out. But again, if something comes in that we don't like, or even the person in the physical world. For our own inner well-being, it's okay to, you don't have to physically call the person. You can just call Jesus. You call the energy and say, you explain to the energy the behaviors that they're engaging with that you don't like. And you offer them an opportunity to transcend these energies right there and then. And you tell the energy, hey, I have Jesus here. He's in the space with us. Should you choose to release these energies that creates you to behave in certain ways that are unsavory, are not into the love and light, you can do so right there and then. But if you choose not to, you are no longer welcome here. And I would love to welcome you into my space. I can just not welcome you when you engage in XYZ behaviors. So now it's not, you're almost giving the power back to the person to choose what they want. And that's the big empowering thing right there and then. It's not just to say, hey, block, I don't want to deal with you. It's about, okay, in order for you to come in my space, these are the requirements that I have. Love, empathy, understanding, accountability, whatever you set up your parameters to be. This is what I need from you if you want to come to my space. So the choice is actually up to you. You can either rise up and we can foster a nice relationship, or you can go your own way and keep doing what you're doing, but just don't allow these energies into my space. So why is this so powerful? Is because you are dealing with the energy on a level playing field, that you're giving this energy an opportunity, you're giving this energy a choice to make, and you're putting the ball back in your camp. Like you're saying, hey, these are the choices, if you want to come here, it's either this or that, but the choice is yours. And this is how we empower one another. It's okay to have boundaries. We are not meant to be here and to be doormats and be walked all over. It's okay for us to program our space with desirable energies to create, inner balance and harmony for all that there is. Of course, we need to embody these energies ourselves first. But I'm really starting to feel that, cutting cords or like really sending energies back to the sender is no longer valid. It may work if you're new to spirituality, but I feel after a certain threshold, if you really want to embrace unity consciousness and really start feeling love, like where it's not just a concept anymore, but you can genuinely feel love in your heart for all that there is, this is the way to go. Since I embraced that, I've been doing it multiple times with different energies, and I found it so heart opening because it almost like leveling out the playing field where no one is really evil. They just engage in behavior that we're like, okay, I need to put a boundary here and give you the choice. So again, it's about proper boundaries while still being level with all of these energies, because not being higher or underneath everyone is very important. I really do believe in equality of power, especially when it comes to opening my heart and dealing with energies in the universe, like whether it's a person in front of me or it's some kind of conflict in the world, or it's an energy out in the cosmos. Always treating the energies with respect, even if we don't like them, goes a long way. And I've been, like I say, it's an incredibly powerful practice. You can visualize this energy coming into your space and invite Jesus Christ. Details what are your boundaries, what boundaries are being crossed, and offer them the possibility to solve that and help them with Jesus Christ rather than then. And if not, well, I'm sorry, I cannot allow you back in until you resolve these behaviors. And that's it. Once you do that, even if you see these people again, it doesn't even affect you because you have already resolved these energies back into balance within your own systems. So you become completely detached and I wouldn't say like detached, but you become, I don't say like unfeasible. I'm looking for the right word here. Unaffected, exactly. We become unaffected because the conflict has been resolved energetically and inside ourselves, and that's what we want, really, and that's all we can be responsible of. We're not responsible for other people's behavior, how they feel. All we can do is maintain our own inner boundaries and create nice energetic system within ourselves so we can have a nice pleasant experience, balance, and yeah, that fosters an ability to walk in the world with an open heart. Thank you so much. I hope this video was helpful to you. If you feel inclined, I do offer private sessions. I work with different energies, Toad for energetic work. If you want to really explore what you can do with energy, he's awesome for the crown chakra. Of course, Jesus Christ for universal love. And I also work with Buddha for really integrating the energetic load that comes sometimes with spiritual awakening. But long story short, whether you're new on your path and you would like to develop techniques to release some stress or really come back into presence, or you're new to meditation and struggling with a busy mind, or you're ready to unlock telekinesis or already done so but need integration, I'm here for you. My prices are, it's donation based, really. So say like a haircut in your area, it's a good guideline, but really it's donation based. I don't want to gatekeep anyone like anything. I just want to make sure like if you feel that you need a session with me, I want to make sure that you can get it and not worry about a payment. But if you can, it's appreciated. So that's all I have for you today. Thank you so much. Please let me know in the comments if that resonates with you, even a little, and enjoy the rest of your day.